Right, so Boyar and Pal, you walk up and she's flipping over this card that you've provided her as the credentials, and she says, "These aren't. This isn't an invitation, sir."
It was invitation only?
Yes. She's just staring at you expectantly. Pal, do you want
Is there a +1 on mine, by the way, or is it just for me?
A +1 for what?
On my invitation.
No, it's just for you.
I will take my most pompous pose. Like, I am a food critic renowned of this country.
Make me a charisma check.
Yes, which I botch.
I gave somebody in the party social skills, and then you took them away from me. I want you to know that. Okay. So she says, "I'm sorry, sir. It's only bakers allowed past this point. I can't allow food critics here. Sir, and she'll she'll start calling out over her head, and you'll see you didn't really notice them before, because they blend in very well to the decor. What kind of just looked like suits of armor, just like standing against the walls, are actually half-orc fighters in full plate. And as she starts like tilting her head up, like, "Excuse me," like you'll see one of these what looked like statues nod, and he'll start coming over. And she says, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you both to leave. Invitation only." And she starts like shifting uncomfortably, as the fighter starts getting, as the orc starts getting closer and closer.
Don't you touch me. My readers will know about this. I will have you know.
It's at this point that that Baker Ben will come over towards the two of you, and he says, what seems to be the problem? Oh, Boyar, my boy, what are you doing here?"
That seems to be the question, yes.
Yeah, I see you. College changed you, huh?
It was a forge of sorts. It was hot. An oven, you might say. I assure you, though, the great Boyardee is cooking.
Wait, does that mean... Are you here to bake again, boy?
Uncle Ben, would I show up at the greatest baking contest this side of anything without intent to bake?
And he looks to the staff, and he says, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to make an exception here." And she says, "I'm sorry, sir. What? This is my son." "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm so sorry." Meanwhile, while this is going on, Pal, the half orc in the plate mail has grabbed you by the arm and is dragging you away. And she says, "Very much, of course. What was your name again?" That's to you.
Paladin, I will have you know.
Is she talking to me or to...
Yeah, she's talking to you.
I will reach in and pull out another card and hand it to her, right? My card. And my critic?
He's with you?
Do not judge me. I live a very interesting lifestyle.
And she looks to Baker Ben for reassurance, and he's really uncertain for a moment.
I will
not
look
sure
at
of
Uncle
the
Ben and
implications.
say, the college was very hot, alright? I am learning. I am discovering myself and my critic.
Does anyone else like? Can we notice this thing going on?
Oh,
or-
absolutely! Like the whole everything in the inn has basically stopped at this point because this is a spectacle to behold. Except the rest of the bakers who they'll glance up very briefly, but none of them have time for this shit. They are focused on the task at hand. All of the people who are looking to sample the baked goods and so forth, they're all watching. Most of them are sipping wine pompously and watching the entertainment.
I'm still having
but-
my wine and sipping it pompously while I'm fighting the orcs.
But she looks up to him, and Uncle Ben looks between the two of you, and then looks at her, and he nods slowly, and he says, "Oh, okay, all right. Let him in. I guess. Good luck." And he'll pat you on the back and
Thank you for there. Your
usher
support
you in.
means as much to me as it always has. A lot. Oh no, I sound like an asshole. Critic!
Pal will do this motion to the to the guards.
The guard will just let go of you after he gets a nod from the girl, and he just goes and stands 3 feet away from you, and suddenly he looks like one of the pieces of furniture again. And they'll let you in without any more trouble. Do either of the two of you do anything to react to this nonsensory that is going on?
I was gonna jump in and try and do something, but they seem to be all right now. But it's fine. I'm gonna just sort of prep an area that I can work in, and it's gonna be a wide area because this needs to be done right.
A couple of the you'll have some people that start roll me an intimidation check, actually.
They're trying to muscle in on my area.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I botch. The 6'10", 320-pound half orc is all like, "Oh, this is my area. I'll do this."
All right, so there's this 4'2" gnome woman who starts moving in next to you, right? And you start staring down at her, and she fucking grabs a rolling pin and smacks you in the kneecap. And just takes over your whole space. Just blatantly muscles you out completely as you've just been bludgeoned with a baking pin.
So while
she's
this
like,
is... Go ahead.
what did you actually say? Did you say anything to her when you're staring her down?
I need the space. Get off my area.
I've been doing this for a lot longer than you, boy. This is my space now.
All right then. And I'll hobble over to somewhere else and take up a really small. In fact, know what? I'll move to the edge of the table next to this person because I have some plans.
There's no room at the edge of this table.
Oh, fine. I'll have to go. I'll go
All
to a
of
different
the
one.
tables have been taken now.
Oh, okay. What about the area to the top here?
Ooh. Okay, so are we seeing this happen?
Yeah.
Okay, Johnables, you made it in, right? You're with us?
Yes.
Yes.
He is with you.
Hey, I would look and I was, hey, I think that if you are very insistent, you may actually be able to get information about your missing brother from that elderly bitch of a cook, that baking bitch right there. If you are very insistent and say distracting and perhaps in her personal space, she may be compelled to tell you all about what she knows about your missing brother.
Oh, I thought you said, did Victor make it in? Johnables didn't say that he was going back there.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I thought you were talking to Victor. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was going to say, I didn't know that Zhang's character, Rawdon, didn't go through yet. That's why I was going to wait for that, but I didn't know that happened.
Oh no, I was up there first.
yeah, he was one of the first ones through. So if you're following him, you're in.
Okay, because I was going to say, can I try and stealth in, behind him? Because he's
You know
this
what?
huge
Actually, yeah, I'll let you just roll the stealth check. Oh wait, please tell me you don't botch.
thing. Not yet. This is a normal roll.
Okay, thank Christ.
And a crit!
Oh yeah, then you literally just shadowed. He doesn't know that you're there. You're basically just following behind him. Even as he's turning, you're just walking behind him. The whole time, nobody can see you. Like, as I said, he doesn't even know you're there. So, unfortunately, Grant, you're not going to be able to say that to him because you have no idea that he is the half-orc shadow currently. He's basically his backpack right now, and he has no idea.
Oh. In that case,
I'm so fucking stealthy.
I will lean into Victor, and I will say, "Hey, critic," and I will look over at the orc who was kind enough to help. Right. He's kind enough to like help me with my drinks earlier. He's a generous soul, and I'll say, could you do me a favor?
Depends.
That table over there with the bitchy baker lady, and I will point. Like in absolutely,
she's currently got like
no subtlety is going on with my motion, right? Like I'm just.
She doesn't notice. She's like, she got one stool to get up to the baking table and it wasn't tall enough. And so she's actually stacking a second stool on top and she's climbing a ladder of fucking stools. That is how set she is. And she's still like, she can't reach the entire table space that she took from Rorden, but she has claimed it as her own.
Okay, so
So I'm right behind. Wait, hold on, Squeegee. Well, I'm right behind Rorden, right? While this is all happening, like, okay, so like while she's climbing the stools, can I kick the bottom one?
Absolutely, you can.
Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, roll me an athletics.
I crit.
Okay, so all right, so you like he turns to leave, and like as you're walking behind him, you foot sweep, and the stool comes out of the bottom. The stool on top hits the ground, and her face hits the table, and she literally just bounces off it and ragdolls onto the floor. And like she's out cold, like she's just unconscious.
I'm gonna just behind Rorden. I'm gonna be like, I got your spice back.
Thanks,
can you roll me a what would be a fright check? I can't think of what the D&D equivalent for that would be.
Oh, what, for me?
Charisma save to
yeah, because you have no idea that he's there.
Composure or wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom.
All right, can you give me a wisdom?
You don't like charisma saves? Fine, fuck off.
I'd prefer a charisma save.
Yeah, I know you would. That's why I chose the wisdom save. For the record, while he starts whispering for you, like one of the attendants notices this and she says, "There's a baker down! There's a baker down!" And like there's a bunch of staff that comes rushing in, and they literally just like they pull out a blanket and they toss her into the blanket, and there's like 4 of them start carrying her off.
What did she look like she was about to make? What did she lay out ingredients wise?
She looked like she was about to make a very extravagant layered cake.
That's not my scene. I'll just sweep that off to the floor.
Just like full brush it off. So, but you hear this voice like right next to your ear, like this high pitched voice. What is your
I rolled a 12 on my wisdom thing.
I'll say that's
the beat.
The beat was for what? Oh, for the baker down. All right, so we will. You'll be all right. Like he won't startle you. You'll just be like, "Whoa, oh, okay. He's behind me. Okay." So how were you going to react to the voice behind you?
Okay, so I just basically said, "Oh, all right, thanks, love," because he's an elf as well, right?
Yeah, he's actually full-blooded elf. He's a wood elf. So you just full on like sweep the ingredients onto the floor.
She isn't going to use them anymore.
Well, funny enough, the rest of the bakers don't really notice. There is one who had been like completely flustered and was just like out of his mind and was looking for something in his bags. And then he sees you sweep the ingredients onto the floor, and he actually scurries over and starts stealing some of her ingredients, and then runs back to his table.
You're welcome, mate.
Palin, seeing the baker go down, will like swirl his drink and be, that's what happened when you work with cake.
I knew I'd assigned these characters properly, but this makes me feel warm. All right, so everybody will kind of like settle into their areas. Are you just gonna keep shadowing Rorden the whole time, Marth?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're just gonna be sticking to him like glue.
Okay, I have to ask this question. Have you ever seen regular, ordinary Swedish mealtime?
Yes.
So that is my style of cooking right there.
All right, so you're just like smashing eggs on the table and stuff.
Oh yeah,
right.
Like he is full and chopping shit up with his great axe. He is making a meat pie. So that is what I'm doing. Okay.
You
The
had
table
me a
breaks
great
and
axe.
stuff.
You had me a great axe. Okay, so as you start setting the ingredients, like everybody's okay with this until you put the great axe on the table, and suddenly the people around you start getting a little bit nervous. And then like everybody's settled in, and Uncle Ben will step up onto another stool. There's a lot of these that are just like laying around. Presumably, there's a lot of gnomes. He'll step up and he says, "All right, we're preparing to start the contest. On my count, you will have exactly 1 hour to prepare the finest baked dish you can come up with. You have had a long time to prepare, and I hope to see the best that the kingdom has to offer." And Mark. And I would like both Boyar and Rorden to roll your Rorden, you will actually be rolling dex at a disadvantage, and and Boyar, you Boyar, you'll be rolling with your tool proficiency.
Which is off of what, int?
It should just be a button right under your
Yep,
stats.
okay. Yep.
Oh, yes, just bend me over. Why don't you?
Well, I have one other thing I would like to do.
Okay.
How many other contestants are there?
About 100.
Okay.
What?
Doesn't Grant have a botch lined up?
I do.
Yes.
But that's okay. Because I'm still going to win. Because I would like to cast Unseen Servant as many times as is necessary to have as many Unseen Servants as possible running around specifically fucking with everybody else's baking behind their backs. Like putting, like, crap ingredients in and, like, replacing their sugar with salt and, like, you know, like...
Including Rorden or all of the others?
Everyone. I'm not gonna pass up the fucking legendary pie to this fuck. Are you kidding me?
You won't need to when you find out what my style of cooking is like. Just trust me.
Oh well.
No. Thank you. That would be
I am willing to blow all of my spell slots on Unseen Servants just to ruin everybody else's baking. There will be no winners because I botched mine. Right? Nobody's winning this shit. This is the worst bake-off in the history of Pillsboro, okay?
So you actually managed to conjure 8 servants.
Okay.
And they're like, there's mayhem in this kitchen after like 5 or 10 minutes. There's just raw mayhem. 3 fires have started on the ovens. 3 more bakers are unconscious. 20 bakers just can't find most of their tools. And
so
like
I'm preparing meat with my great axe, like full on, like.
I will stand in the corner and watch and like know that this is what happens. This is what happens.
And like nobody can figure out what's going on. There's actually 2 bakers that have started beating the shit out of each other because one thought that he had stolen something from him, and he was like, "How dare you!" And he fucking hits him with a rolling pin. Next thing you know, they're on the table beating the shit out of each other. So like,
I'm looking around the room for my brother if he's here.
Confectionery devilry.
And like, the more this devolves into chaos, the more like you can see Uncle Ben like looking at the crowd, and like he doesn't intervene, but he's like suddenly not sure that this was the greatest idea he may have ever had, and the rest of his attendants are a little bit alarmed as well, and like they keep motioning for the guards, and he like waves them down like, no, this is what bakers do. He doesn't look any more certain of this than anybody else does.
So once the meat's done, I'm going to prepare the vegetables by literally snapping them in half, punching them into a bowl, or actually chewing them and spitting them into the bowl.
So, in this hour, this baking process continues. Like, there's only 15 contestants that are left at the end of this, including Rorden and Boyar. Like, 13 other people have managed to remain conscious, who have not been evicted, and who are not catatonic in the corner, crying hysterically because they don't have ingredients, they don't have their tools, something's gone missing, their baked goods are on fire, like everybody's a wreck. And so like the 15 of you, he calls, all right, that's Mark. And then he says, if you'll bring your baked goods this way, and you'll see the table that normally has the baked goods for sampling has been cleared off, and everybody will start putting their baked goods there.
I will use prestidigitation to soil the things that looks best, who isn't like my friends. Like, that tastes like
almost shit. Everything that is not Rorden's is like some of it's charcoal, some of it still seems to be moving.
Can I have, knowing this was my cunning genius plan the whole time, can I have brought a pre-baked loaf of simple bread? I have several beats I can spend for this benefit, if you would.
The beat was what got you to trash everything in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'll roll me a wisdom check for the foresight.
Do I botch? I don't have this sheet open. I've been having technical difficulties.
No, you only had one.
Okay, you need me to roll insight?
Yes.
Insight. Oh. No.
Oh.
You had meant to bring the loaf of bread, but you forgot it.
Son of a bitch.
So the judges at this table watching us put these things down.
No, but like the more like every time something gets laid on the table, there's like the crowd goes into a hush at first, and then it starts to murmur as like the first piece of black hits the table, and then like the one that starts moving, like there's a lot more whispering. By the time like you're putting your stuff on the table, Rorden, there's a lot of really alarmed people in this crowd. And Uncle Ben will stand there and he says, all right, well, our judges will try the desserts now. May the best baker win. And he will motion to the crowd, and portions will be served out, including to you, pal. Portions of all 15 of the baked goods will be doled out. And he says, "All right, I will have a private ballot from each one of these for votes as to who thinks that the highest quality. I have given them all their requirements beforehand, so they all know what they're voting on, and we will reconvene in 20 minutes to announce the winner of this." Are you actually going to eat any of these things?
Oh, hell no.
Well, Pal's the only one that got served any of them.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Because he's the critic.
Well,
I will look at them like one after another. I will just look at them and wipe them away.
He just
kicked
the shit out of them.
It's true.
I'll walk over to him as he's like, you know, clearly not interested in anyone else's because mine's superior, right? I'll be like, I hope you enjoy my pie. It's filled with meaty chunks and goodness. The juices, don't worry if they dribble down your chin. It adds to the flavour.
Please let him roll intimidation for that.
I don't know, I think seduction might be a better skill. Little bit, perhaps.
I'll give him the intimidation check. That's fine.
What do I roll to?
Oh, you're not rolling anything.
I like. It's tasty.
It is. That was a harrowing experience. Like you just got flashbacks, is what I'm telling you. It's like your entire.
Yes. This is like home.
Yeah. This is basically like suddenly all of the baked goods that are smelling like charcoal. It reminds you of the smell of charcoal of your village, and you're right back there, slowly eating pie in the remains of your desiccated village.
And you know what? I'm gonna watch him eat my pie because I got a fucking 22.
Are you just staring at him the whole time?
I'm hearing
With a grin.
Okay.
I'm hearing the Vietnam choppers in the background.
Actually, since you got the 22, I'll actually say that you're cleaning up your tools. So you're actually like cleaning the great axe, like all the meat off the great axe, while you're watching it eat your food.
Licking.
Okay. You don't waste any. God damn it, Zang. You don't waste any food. I can understand that. So does anybody else do anything? Does anybody else do anything for the 20 minutes or no? Is everybody just gonna wait with rapt anticipation for the winner?
I'm just looking around for my brother.
Okay. I make certain that my... No, I do nothing.
I'm rocking back and forth in a corner.
So the 20 minutes will pass by, and one by one the critics will come up and they will slip Uncle Ben a piece of paper, and he starts reading through them all, and like his face gets more and more shocked and confused every time he flips through one of these pages. And then like finally when he hits the last one, he'll look up at one of the critics and he'll be like, "Really? Really? Oh, okay." And he'll step back up on the stool and he says, well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce, and he will have, Roden's pie will actually be carried up to him. And there's actually, like chunks of meat are actually still sticking out of the pie. Like you see a whole chicken drumstick, there's a wing. It actually looks like the bird has just been stuffed into the pie.
There's probably like odd bits of hair sticking out where I've been like literally punching things into the pie.
You're not sure what color that is. On the plus side, the meat is cooked and there's no feathers left. That's pretty much all you can say about it. And he'll hold up the pie and he says, this is your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
This atrocity is a winner.
Congratulations to the winner. I think. Thanks everybody for coming. And like you can hear, like there's a moment of silence after he says that, and all you can hear is like crying from the kitchen area.
A spoon falls off a countertop to like punctuate the weird emptiness of the room.
No, the weird emptiness is punctuated by the crying. It's absolutely punctuated by the crying.
And so
I appreciate the moment of silence you've given my pie for simply how amazing it was. I thank you.
I will walk up to Gordon Ramsay, to Gordon Ramsay, who can't finish his line because his accent is too good for his own sense of humor to handle. As his player, I will save his player some face by interrupting his giggling to throw my arm around the winner, and I shall say, now you and I, my friend, are destined for good things, for you are an amazing baker, and I am an amazing wizard. And I think today is proof of that. Yeah.
I agree. Do you think I could have a card?
My card.
And he would take the card and pocket it in his frilly apron.
So if I'm right behind them, I'm going to go, well done!
Can you roll me the wisdom check as well, Grant? You don't know that he's there.
Do I have a botch?
No, you don't have any botches.
Thank
You're all
fucking God!
normal.
Where is my character sheet? A wisdom check you want? A straight wisdom?
Yes.
Yes, a wisdom.
Yes. Alright, you're okay. You didn't, however, see the elf there. Like, you almost punched him in the face when you wrapped your arm around his
But
shoulder.
so I didn't even know he was there, and I'm like, okay, and then you know, I hand him my card, and then you pipe up and say, well done, and I'm like, I know.
I think with your personable skills and my meaty goodness, we can make things happen in this world.
I agree. Hot, steamy, delicious, magical things.
And I will critique it all.
You're okay, so you're like you've just finished like wiping the tears from your eyes, and you're like coming out of the corner, and you're just like, and I'll critique, like your shoulders are still slumped, you're still recovering, but you're back here now. You're not in the village anymore. You're here again. Okay, it's a little easier. You can breathe. That still smells like charcoal. Don't breathe. Okay. And Uncle Ben will approach the group that's forming, and he says, "Is there? Do you want your prize now, or would you like to enjoy some of the festivities for the evening?"
There was a prize?
The look that hits him, it's like you just killed his dog. Like, he just becomes the saddest person in the world in that moment. Like, every ounce of unimpressed that he was that you just won that contest shows in this moment. Like, he is just the saddest baker you've ever met.
I will lean in to Rorden, and I will say, as a testament to our newfound partnerships, would you let me handle this part?
I'm just in it for the love of cooking, me, my friend. You carry on.
All right. And I will turn
Great.
to the man, and I will say, my compatriot and companion has no interest for prizes. I shall make certain that it gets to him, and I shall make certain that it definitely enhances his baking prowess as much as can possibly happen.
All right. If you'll follow me, we can go into the back room and
Critic!
I follow. Wiping the tears from my eyes and like prestidigitation
still
all.
go with him? Rorden, are you still following?
Yeah, I'm going to look at what's Victor's name? I'm going to look at Powell. I've never seen someone so moved with my pie before. It touches me deep inside. I thank you.
It was very moving.
Okay. So
You know you have won when the GM goes, okay. Like, that is the smell of victory on the air!
I will never get
I
invited again.
I want to make sure Marth's coming with us as well, because he helped me out.
Oh yeah, I'm your shadow. Don't worry about that.
And
you actually think his arms might be wrapped around you. So he'll take you into the back room, and he says, "I'm not entirely certain where my contact found this, but I am assured that it is reliable information and it is a one of a kind." And he will pull out a parchment that is actually he'll grab a loaf of French bread and he'll unscrew the top of it, and put the lid down on it, and he pulls a scroll from inside the French bread. And he'll spread it out on the table, and it's a map. And it's actually not. Most of this is a region that you're familiar with, and there's a spot marked on one of the nearby mountains. And he says, "It would seem." Yes.
I must know on the map. Is it marked there because it is mountain season?
No, it is not. It is not currently mountain season. It's currently pie season.
Thank you.
I want to take this bread as well and try munching it. Is it just a fake bit of bread, or
it's a fake bread?
Okay, then I'll chip my teeth on it. Okay.
Yeah, you absolutely will.
Seems your bread's a bit overdone, mate. Not much of a cook, are you?
He just turns and stares at you, he almost he stops what he's doing, freezes, and just looks and stares at you, like he is lost for words.
He does not understand the finer points of people. Please continue.
He slowly looks back down to the map and he points. It's rather than an X on the map, it's a little circle with a dot in the middle of it. It looks like a targeting circle. And he says, there's apparently an abandoned building there of some kind. That's where the pie is said to be located. For the record, there's when you walked in, all of the guards that were in the building, they all kind of like came over to the room, and there's 4 guards on either side of the door right now. On the outside, not on the inside. And he says, you could probably get here in just a couple of days. It wouldn't take long at all.
My companions and I don't know where he got the idea that we are all now, like, these are all his party, but I assure you, they are his party suddenly. He says, my companions and I are up to the task. We shall not let you down. We shall discover the truth of the legendary pie.
I will follow my foe to the end.
Did you just slap?
He did. He got another wine glass. And on the note of having discovered the location of the legendary pie, we have the top of the hour break.